I'm back. Oh my god, the day shift is miserable. I hated it. It's such a slog. Oh my god, because it's 10:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's literally the whole day. I'm standing there watching the sun get bright and it's nice outside and I just want to go outside and I can't. And then by the time I leave, the sun's down and it's cold and it's dark already. And another weird thing I noticed about the day shift is a lot more people treat me like an NPC. They just don't even look at me sometimes. They just put the item on the counter, I scan it, I say hi, they don't even say hi back, and it's like, why? And it's a lot more people that I don't recognize, but then at the same time, I had a lot of people who are like, oh, hi, are you new here? I haven't seen you before. And they were super friendly. And so then I was like, oh no, I'm just switched shift with my coworker for a week. And my coworker hated the graveyard shift, incidentally. So both of us hated the shifts that we were on and were grateful to be going back to our old schedule. So that's funny. You can pry my graveyard shift out of my cold dead hands. And it's so much more of a slog too, because it's not busy enough to make the time go fast, but it's just busy enough that I can't get things done that I want to get done, like cleaning stuff. So I didn't stock at all, because literally anytime I had a chance, another person walked in and then another person walks in, and but it's like, I don't know how to even explain it. It was just, and so I'm just watching the clock and I'm like, oh my god, has it only been an hour already? It feels like 3. Whereas here, I'm like, oh, it's been an hour, but I only have 2 hours left till I close. And I get a lunch break when I work day shift. I don't get a lunch break at night shift, but I actually prefer it that way because I have to stay a whole half-hour long extra. Granted, I get to go home for a half an hour, but it's like I would just rather get it over with, go home early, than take the lunch break, stay an extra half an hour. It works out on graveyard shift that after I close and I get done with my mopping and cleaning and stuff, I can sit down for a few minutes. That's when I make these videos. And it's also, I've noticed, this is the only chance that I get. Almost the only chance that I get. I didn't have any chance during the week, even after I went home, because there's always people at my house. I don't have any alone time, and I couldn't do this with the video. And I didn't realize how much I missed talking to the camera, because it's the only time I get my thoughts out there unfiltered and without anyone interrupting me. I'm just talking to a camera, and whoever wants to listen can listen. You can or you don't have to, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to worry about what your facial expression is doing, and I don't have to worry if I'm saying a weird wrong thing or anything. It just and I've also realized, after doing the day shift and then coming back to quite an eventful night, holy cow, is my regular everyday social anxiety of just regular everyday interactions is so much higher than the anxiety I feel being here alone at night and wondering if something sketchy is gonna happen. Bombshell. I mean, I always knew I have this social anxiety thing, but it grows and grows and grows when I'm working the day shift and I get, 2 customers that treat me like an NPC and don't even say hi, and then another customer who's friendly, but then another 2 who are just standoffish, and it's just like, it starts to wear me down, and I try to hold on to the friendly ones and remember that in my mind, like, not everyone is rude. And even the people who are treating me like NPCs or whatever, they're not being rude per se. They're not saying anything mean or degrading. It's just a vibe. It's just a vibe. I don't know how to explain it. You can see my patches. I just realized. These are the salon pass patches for muscle pain. I have a lot of neck tension. It usually is hidden by my jacket, but you can see it now. That's okay. They smell minty. Sometimes it makes my eyes water when it's like on my chest or like on here. So tonight I closed a little bit late because all of my favorite people kept coming in and being like, "Oh my god, I missed you." And I was like, "Oh my god, I missed you." I cannot believe how much I missed my regulars. My nighttime regular people are the coolest people, and I so genuinely enjoy talking to them. And I don't know why. And maybe it's just like a night person, morning person vibe. I've always been a night person. And so maybe I just click better with the night people. And I guess there's a lot more, I don't know, night people. Night people are cool. I love the people that come and see me after their late night closing restaurant shifts. I love the people who are out wandering around at night just to walk and wander. They're super cool. And yeah, sketchy stuff happens like tonight. Oh my god. Well, so first I saw a few of my regular customers who was like, "Hey, I thought you quit. I'm so glad you're still here." And I was like, "No, I just switched for a week, did day shift, and I'm never going back. So you're gonna see me here for a while." But then at like 1 a.m., I want to say, this guy came in and he starts first he gets his stuff that he's going to buy, and he comes up to the counter and he looks at me. He goes, "Has anyone threatened you yet tonight?" And I was like, "No." In my head I'm like, "Are you about to?" Because the way he said that was so chilling and weird. And then he's like, "Well, good. Now, if anyone threatens you, you need to make sure to call the state police, not the local police, because the local police are corrupt. The state police will get you in with the FBI, and the FBI are gonna, like, take care of it, because you've got a couple of KGB agents standing out there on the corner." And I look, the people he's talking to are my goth friends. They're not even remotely anything related to anything like that. And I'm just like, "Excuse me?" And then he goes, "Do you want a gun?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "If you want to carry a gun, just nod your head yes." And I shook my head no. I'm like, "No, I don't have the training for that. I'm not particularly against guns for protection, but I don't need one myself because I don't know how to use it, and I don't think they should be in the hands of people who don't know how to use them." And he just goes, "Well, okay, just let me know if you need one." And I was like, I'm not buying a gun from some random stranger that I have never met before, and this guy is talking absolute insanity. So he goes out there, he's standing by his car smoking a cigarette, and then he starts yelling at my goth friends, and I can't hear what they're saying. They're just sitting there, not doing anything wrong. They're just sitting there drinking their coffee, right? But I also, I'm like wondering if I should intervene. But I know these people well enough to know that they can take care of themselves, and they'll be fine, right? And the lady, she's even shorter than I am. But she's feisty. She gets fed up with this guy, so she walks over and she unscrews one of the squeegees that we have set out to wash your windows with, and then is like holding it, telling him that if he tries anything, she's gonna shove it up his ass. And I'm just watching this all go down. She comes inside, and I'm like, hey, is that guy bothering you guys? And she's like, yes, but we got it handled. Don't worry about it. He's talking some insane things. And I'm like, yeah, he said some crazy things to me too. He is there. There's nothing. I have no idea what's going on in this man's head. He also, as he was saying all of the stuff about FBI and KGB, etc., he is like, I know I look like a bum, but I actually have a lot of money. And I'm just like, okay, have a nice night, sir. He walks out too. I guess he does have a lot of money because he is driving a nice electric car, but it's like, why are you saying these weird things? And why are you going after these people that are just sitting there? They're not doing anything. They are not even remotely Russian. I don't know where he got that from. They're just people, bro. And he left, but then he kept driving by over and over again. And so the woman came in and like hung out with me for a little bit to make sure I was safe. And then her husband gave me a big ass flashlight that's really heavy. He's like, shine this in their face. If somebody tries anything with you, just shine it in their face. It'll blind them for a few seconds. I was like, oh shit. It's super bright too. It's really heavy and it's really bright. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if you can hear that. There's somebody yelling out there. He's like singing. Holy shit, I missed the night shift. I didn't realize how much I lived for this craziness. I so much prefer this kind of craziness to the everyday social anxiety of just normal customer interactions. He's still out there. I wonder if he's gonna knock on the door. I don't know. Or maybe he's just wandering around the parking lot. This video is definitely a longer one because I had a lot to talk about, and I was gonna talk about some other stuff too, but then insane stuff happened tonight. I'm just like, welcome back. Welcome back to the night shift. Wow, I missed you. Alright, I better go and finish up my stuff because I close a little bit late tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.